Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Timmy Treacle coming at you again with yet another ranking. I am ranking all 7 Child's Play movies, from my least favorite to my favorite. I just finished The Curse of Chucky, and I've already seen The Cult of Chucky as well. So, finally, I'm able to do all 7 movies for a ranking. And without further ado, here is my ranking of all 7 Child's Play movies. Coming in number 7 is Child's Play 3 from 1991. I only had a few issues with this movie. I didn't like the fact that Alex Vincent wasn't back. Um, and I didn't like the younger uh, black actor in the movie. He was whiny, and just I don't think he was necessary for this movie. I really wish Alex Vincent would have returned to portray Andy Barclay. And I'm not taking anything away from the other actor who portrayed him, because they were looking for someone older, which I don't quite understand, because they ended up using a younger actor for Chucky to put his soul into. So it didn't make no sense to me. And it takes place at a boot camp. They're supposed to be straighten him out, make him get over his childhood past. And there are some good kills in this movie. The garbage truck kill was good. The barber kill was good. Um, Brad Dourif voicing Chucky as always is great. Um, he's an asshole in the movie, which I love. I love his one-liners in these movies. But to me, this is the weakest of the franchise. It's not a terrible movie. I did give it a 6 out of 10, but it is the weakest of the franchise. Coming number 6 is The Seed of Chucky. Now, this is from 2004, and it is the 5th movie of the franchise. Now, this one gets a lot of hate for some reason. I don't quite understand. The ending of this movie is not all that great, but I love the fact that Jennifer Tilly is playing herself and the voice as Tiffany. I love the fact that Chucky is back. They get resurrected by their son or slash daughter, which I really didn't like that character at all. Uh, didn't feel that it was necessary. And there was a part of this movie that I thought was just stupid, where they impregnate Jennifer Tilly's actual real character. I didn't like that either. But the kills were good. There's a high body count, which I like in slasher movies. But just overall, though, uh, it's not a great movie. But it's not a terrible movie like the critics, some of them think it is, in my opinion. But I love the slasher genre and the horror movie genre overall. And I believe uh, I gave that one a 6 out of 10 too. So, but yeah, The Seed and Part 3 are definitely the weakest in the franchise. Coming number 5 is The Bride of Chucky from 1998. I love the introduction uh, to Tiffany. Jennifer Tilly resurrects Chucky, and she wants to keep him as a slave, basically. Well, he gets out and he puts her soul into a doll who is Tiffany. And I love it. I love those two characters. They're so mean and nasty. I love what they do to John Ritter's character. Some of the kills are really, really great. They're funny together. Uh, a younger Katherine Heigl is in this movie too. She was okay, but her and her boyfriend were just average, maybe a little below average in this movie. The ending to this movie was just okay, but overall, I really did enjoy this movie, and I believe I gave it an 8 out of 10. Uh, but it is a decent movie, and I do like the introduction to a new character in Bride of Chucky. Coming to number 4 is Child's Play 2 from 1990. Christina Elise and Alex Vincent star in this movie. It picks up where number one left off. Chucky comes after Alex again. He finds out he's living in a foster home with foster parents and his foster sister, Kyle, played by Christina Elise, which I loved her in this movie. And she's one of my favorite final girls in the franchise. But she was also in Beverly Hills 90210 in the early 90s. She was a character or love interest to Brandon Walsh. And yes, I watched 90210 and I loved it. I don't care. And I still watch reruns today. So bite me. But this is a great sequel to the first movie. I really enjoyed it. The kills were good. My favorite one is the school teacher kill. And then, of course, I love the ending too, where it ends up back at the Good Guy Doll Factory. But yeah, definitely in the middle of the pack for me. Coming number 3 is the original 1988 Child's Play movie. I always have a love for this movie. I grew up watching it. I was 10, almost 11 years old when this movie came out. And Brad Dourif, you get to meet him as his character Charles Lee Ray before he is killed and he puts his soul in the doll. Chris Sarandon is in this movie as well. He's excellent. And there's not a lot of kills in the movie, but it's still really good. It breaks the mold when it comes to this series. And I would say that my favorite kill would probably be the one where he blows up the house. I thought it was pretty cool. And then what happens to him at the end, I think is one of the best endings in the franchise. He gets set on fire. Then he loses limbs, and yeah, it's a great movie and a great ending, and it's always gonna have a special place in my heart. I gave that one a 9 out of 10, along with the second movie. So yeah, great movie. Coming number 2 is Cult of Chucky from 2017. I know I'm probably going to get some hate for this from some of the critics, but I don't care. I love this movie. I love the fact that we get a lot of the final people from the previous movies all in one place, and we get multiple Chuckies in this movie. And we also get to see some great kills, and it's a continuation from the last movie, which I love. I love this movie. It's a direct-to-DVD Blu-ray, which it made $2 million from the sales. But again, critics, 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie and my number 1 have the highest, or tied for the highest, in all the franchise. And I agree with Rotten Tomatoes. I love this movie. I can't wait to rewatch it again. Like I said, it takes place in a insane asylum, and Chucky comes after all of them. All of his former nemesis, basically, that survived. And it's just a great movie. I think it's one of the best movies to be released direct to DVD and Blu-ray. So, coming to number 1 is, of course, Curse of Chucky from 2013. I just watched this one this morning. It is fantastic. I love the new characters. I love Brad Dourif as Chucky again. Jennifer Tilly has small cameos in this. The ending in this movie is fantastic. It leads up to Cult of Chucky, which I love, and it sets it up beautifully. I like the kills, of course, and I just think it's a great movie. With this one and Cult of Chucky, I gave them both 10 out of 10s. And yeah, you heard it from me. Perfect movies, in my opinion. And they both have an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, that's awesome. But there you go. That is my ranking of all 7 Child's Play movies, from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, give me your ranking of all 7 Child's Play movies, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on the possibility of a TV show and reboot for this franchise. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. As for me, I can't wait to see not only a reboot, but the TV show. As long as I get to watch it. I have over 150 channels, and I'm hoping it's on one of them. I would really love to see the series. I really wish I could get to see Cobra Kai on a better basis too, without having to use YouTube Red. But other than that, that is my ranking. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video, and don't forget to share my videos with all your family and friends. And I will see you guys next time at my next movie review / ranking. Till then, thank you for watching, and check you later.